Welcome back to the channel. A and Outdoors. Hope you're having a blessed day. We're out here today on our walk. Like I said, I try and walk at a minimum of 3 miles a day. There goes a deer. They know it as deer season's over. Beautiful doe. Hey, some of God's creation, can't go wrong being out in it. Now I'm coming to you today. I want to do a video. I'm going to Mother Nature's pharmacy. We're not going to CVS. We're not going to Walgreens. You have to bear with me. Here comes a train down the railroad tracks. I enjoy listening to them. One point in time, it's the only way people had to go. It was, I mean, compared to horse and buggy, it was like, wow. You know, we get there a little quicker now. Beat walking on foot or horse. But we're going to Mother Nature's pharmacy. Big thing is wound care. When you're out in the woods, we're gonna try and get across this. Train comes. She's coming down through there. Make sure I don't get hit in the head. But we'll let this train come through and stay tuned. I'll get right back with you. I'm glad we got to see that deer though. It's a beautiful day out here. We'll come right back. We'll be talking about wound care in the woods, out in the wilderness. Stay tuned. All right, we're going to be talking about wound care. Anytime you're out in the woods or in the wilderness, the number one concern you need to have is if you get cut. If you're going to be bleeding. I mean, you lose too much blood, you bleed to death. I mean, you can pass out. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of things that go on with it. You may be able to find some while you're out there. Normally I have some with me that I have dried. We're going to be talking about yarrow. The leaves of a yarrow plant will stop bleeding. That's the main thing. Right here I have some. Like I said, we're just walking down the road. Look, walking down the road. We didn't have to go to CVS. We didn't have to go to Walgreens. Look right here. This beautiful plant right here. This right here is yarrow. Many things can come from this plant. The good Lord gave you everything you needed. He knows what's best for you. And I want to show you, any plant that you're going to be using the leaves, you want to catch it right before it flowers. You see that flower bud? It's going to flower. This is when it has the most, it's the most potent right before it goes to flower, because once it goes to flower, it's gonna take a lot out of the plant to do that. So anytime you're going to use the leaves on any plant, you want to catch it right before it goes to flower, because it's the most potent. These leaves right here, if we're out here in the wild like this, we can literally take this off, several of them, chew it up in your mouth and put it on whatever wound you want to stop the bleeding, or any kind of wound you have, period, and make a poultice. We're going to take this home and I'm going to show you how we're going to put it in our drying rack and dry this out to where we can grind it up, or we'll just leave it that way so that we can carry it in a tin in our first aid kit, or with us out in the woods. So if we have a cut that we need to deal with, or if we need to stop the bleeding, this right here will stop the bleeding. But you want to get it before it flowers. It's the most potent. But this is yarrow. Has many different uses. I'm going to go ahead and get what we need, and then when we get back home, we'll go over some of the uses for this plant. But stay tuned. Looky there, on our way back in, we got a hen out here. Got a turkey. Got a hen. God's good. Ain't nothing better than being out in Mother Nature. Welcome back. We got our bundle of yarrow that we harvested. Like I said, we're doing wound care. If you're out in the wilderness and you're in the woods, need to be able to take care of that. Need to either have some of this on you or know how to identify it to get your hands on it in an emergency situation. But like I said, we're going to take some of this, and we've got a drying rack up here on the porch. I'm going to put it in there and just let it dry out. That way I can put it in my little tins that I put in my first aid kit when I'm out in the woods. If I get a cut or if I need to stop bleeding, I got it. You can also, if you're in a situation out in the woods, you find this wild, you can pull a few of these off like so. I always just take the bottom of the stems off, and you can kind of take it like it's right here. Kind of just fold it up, and you can put it in your mouth, chew on it for a minute, get it wet, and kind of get it to release the stuff, make a poultice, and you can apply it to a wound, because it's kind of got astringent properties. But it, like I said, the main thing that it's used for big time is to stop bleeding. We're going to pretend there's a cut right here, but you would, like I said, you kind of chew it up. Get it to release some of its properties. You can see the juices releasing. I don't know if I can get that where the camera can see it. I can see the juices pushing out of it. You can kind of see them there on my arm. See the juices? But you would make yourself a poultice. Hold that on the spot, and then that right there would help it. That would make it clot and stop bleeding. I mean, if you're out in the woods, you get cut, that's a big deal. So if you have it fresh, you could do it this way. Hold it on there, apply pressure. It'll start the blood to clot, and you can stop the wound from bleeding. All right. Let's say the mosquitoes are really bothering you out in the woods, okay? This also can be used as a mosquito repellent. So we get us a few of these. Got your leaves together. Like I said, I always take these stalks off the bottom of them. It's just a little bit easier to work with, but just a little bit of it. I've always loved the way it smells. But you can take, kind of fold up a little bit of it, and kind of put it in the palm of your hand. Kind of rub it together. Get it to release some of them juices. Just like so. Alright, now you can take it and rub it on you. Get on your neck. Even on your face if you want to. Just release them juices. Alright, normally I do that and put it on you, and it'll keep the mosquitoes away. It's a mosquito repellent. I mean, yeah, you're going to smell like yarrow, but I love the way it smells myself, so I'm not really that concerned about it. Also, if you have a rash or like eczema, you can use it on the skin too. Same way I did. You can chew it up and put it on it for a poultice, or you can take it and rub it until it releases the juices in it, which is what you're after, and you could put that and kind of rub that on a spot if you had like eczema or some kind of rash, something to do with the skin as well. It would help as far as that. Like I said, we're going to be doing another video when they go to flower, because we'll be harvesting and drying the flower out too, because the Native Americans used the flower. Anybody that was running a fever, they give it to them to break the fever. It raises the body's temperature when you make it into a tea, the actual flowers. But I have some that are up here in the drying rack that are dried out from last year. I mean, just in case somebody started running a fever, need a break. But each year, you know, you get fresh each year. But mainly, like I said, that's wound care. If you're in the woods, you need to stop a cut. This is a lifesaver. Like I said, we're going to take this, what I have here, this bundle. We're going to take the rest of this up here on the porch. I'm going to get it in the drying rack and let it dry. Some people would put these, you can also, if you don't have a drying rack, you can put these in bundles like this. Small little bundles. Tie you some jute twine or some form of string. You can tie them on there and put them in a dry place and hang them upside down. Hang them from your porch rafters, wherever, just a dry place, and they'll dry out that way too. But I prefer to kind of lay them out on this drying rack that I have up here on the porch. But stick around and we'll show you about putting these on a drying rack, and so you can use them for later. Pack them in, or like I said, in your tent, in your first aid kits, or just for storage in mason jars, whatever. If you want to use them around the house, like I said, for a bug repellent or just whatever you may need it for. But hang on, stay tuned, and when we come back, we'll show you how we put it in our drying rack. All right, welcome back. Like I said, this is my little drying rack I use up here on the porch for just different herbs that I grow, and then some that we find, like I said, out in the wild, whatnot. But basically what I do, I've still got some stuff in here that I've got dried out from last year. There's some willow bark, there's some mullein, goldenrod, just different things. Here is some actual yarrow flour from last year. That way if anybody got to run a temperature, like I said, this is what the flour looks like that'll come out the top. But anyhow, got whatever you need. But anyhow, I just take it and I kind of space them out in here in this drying rack. Give them enough space in between, just so the air can move through. And that's kind of it. I mean, we'll literally, normally within a month, a week or two, like after a week, I'll probably come out here and flip them a little bit. 2 weeks, I'll look at them. They should be good. But no longer than a month at a max. But as you can see, you just leave them in there. And like I said, once this dries now, we'll be able to put it in containers. It'll be kind of, as herbs are, like sage or oregano, anything of that nature. And like I said, you can put this in a tin and take it with you. Put it in your first aid kit. Any kind of wound, a rash, a cut, a scrape, stop the bleeding, major help. And when you're in nature, if you don't have that, you're 50 miles out in the middle of the wilderness up on a mountain somewhere. You got 50 miles to go to get civilization, to get some help. And it could be a matter between life and death. Yeah, you can use a tourniquet, but you got something that been known to stop the bleeding. Hey, I want some of this in my first aid kit. But anyhow, like I said, that's our video for sure on Yarrow wound care out in the wilderness. You can either find it like this, dry it out, put it in your first aid kit, or like I said, if you know what you're looking for, you might get lucky. It depends on where you're at. You may stumble across some in the mountain, but most times I like knowing for sure, so I like taking stuff with me. But Mother Nature's your clotting agent. Stop bleeding. In a survival situation, it's a good thing to have. Especially if you're out in the middle of the woods or in the wilderness and you got a little ways to go to get back to civilization. But if you like the content that we're putting out, make sure you like and subscribe. That way, any new videos that come out, you'll be notified. stay along with us. Like I said, we got some more hunting videos we're going to do. Turkey season's not over. We got until May 15th. Excited about trying to get a gobbler. We're going to keep updating on this garden stuff. People that's following along with us on gardening. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We're going to be doing some trout fishing. Ain't going to be long, and it'll be time for looking for some chicken of the wood mushrooms. We're going to be pickling some of those, showing y'all how to do that. We got a lot coming. So if you enjoy this content, like I said, like and subscribe so you can stay tuned and stay with us, man. I'm want to share this knowledge, and maybe it'll help somebody and kind of incorporate God a little bit, and hopefully get some people to get some dust off their Bibles and getting God's the Holy Word, the truth. God loves you, Jesus loves you, and I love you. Stay tuned, and we're going to keep putting them out. I hope you have a blessed afternoon.